Edumess.com launched back in 2021. They're doing $2,500 per month in revenue right now by helping 60 schools educate their students on how to do software development. He's trained thousands of students and is now codifying that in his platform. Looking to raise 135,000 right now at a 2 million cap. We'll see if it happens. 10 people on the team. Hey folks, my guest today is Chike Okoli. He's got 12 plus years experience as a software developer and trained over 500 students in software development. He's now building edumess.com as a training platform. Okay, Chike, you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah. Good
All
to
right.
have you. Good to have you here. I'm glad to be here.
You bet. So who is paying for Edumess? Is it the students or employers or somebody else?
Okay, so employers basically are paying for Edumess, K12 schools, and we're expanding to accommodate coaches and traditional institutions who train who are into the business of educating others. So basically, Edumess is a software that helps educators of all sizes that manage all sizes of school simplify their work processes. And we implemented AI to help make these processes very seamless.
And so what does a school pay on average per month to use your training program?
Okay, it ranges from $48 to $1,200. And so our model is such that, okay, when we come to a school, for basically the K12 school model, the students range from 250 on average based on our numbers. And so each student pay in Nigeria, it's between 500 to 1,500. And so when you aggregate that, on average, a school pays around $48 to $1,200 monthly.
That's 40. The K12 school pays $48 a month for one student or 10 students?
No, the whole school. So we charge, I think that's about $1 per student. And so if you have 250 students, you're going to be paying 250.
I see. And how many schools pay for Edumess today?
Okay, so we launched August 2021. That's about 16 months ago. So we have 60 schools right now.
Congrats. And, 60?
60, yeah, 60.
Yep.
And that's a total of around 16,000 student base.
So wow. So you're doing about $16,000 a month in revenue.
Well, of course, you experience massive churn rates, and when you do the maths, so our monthly recurring revenue is between $2,000 to $10,000 right now.
What do you mean between? I mean, it should be the exact number. How much revenue did you do last month?
Well, so we aggregate our money timely, and so this year I'd be able to say this is what by the end of that time. So academic term is usually 3 in a year, 3 to 4 in a year, first, second term. And so the school gets to use months, January, February, March. And so within this period, we collect our revenue.
Got it. But okay, so just
last year,
the past 30 days, how much revenue have you done?
That's around $2,000, but that's not a good, the best way to evaluate our revenue model. Since we're in second term, academic term, schools resumed in December. So in March ending, they will be going on. So they have that window to pay. But last year, we did nearly $25,000 in ARR.
How much?
And that's around $25,000.
25,000.
Yes.
That's great. Congratulations. So 25,000 last year. And what do you think you'll do this year?
Well, we have an ambitious goal. We hope to 10x. And so we are also raising to help us achieve that. And so we've got some indications. So we hope to 10x. Our goal is to get us to $100,000 ARR by the end of 2023.
So you're hoping to 10x. So you did $25,000 last year. You're hoping to get $250,000 this year, right? That would be 10x.
Yeah. When you ramp that up, that would be 10x.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right, so the teal is what a VC would pay, yellow is what private equity, and red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise, they sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview.
And you said you're raising right now. How much are you looking to raise?
So we're raising $135,000.
$135,000?
Yes, in safe, yeah.
And what's the cap on the safe?
$2 million valuation cap.
Why are you worth $2 million?
So we put a couple of things in place, and so we look at the market size. We looked at the team that's playing. We look at also we look at a couple of factors that we used and looked at the projection as well. And so within the next 5 years, we're looking to do over $20 million in revenue.
Got it. Do you have a lead yet on the note, the safe?
Well, I wouldn't say he's a lead, but we have an investor who is also on board of our advisors, who has indicated interest to invest $10,000. And so we also have our other board advisor who wants to put in $5,000. And so we are due diligence stage, hoping to conclude that phase.
That's great. And you keep saying we. How many folks are on the team today, full time?
Okay, so I have 2 other co-founders and I have 3 engineers. And so that 3 engineer, the CTO is one of them as well. And so then we have 2 sales persons who helps to do the sales and marketing.
So Chike, just make it easy for me. Total employees of the company today is how many?
10.
10. Okay, great. And then there's 3 co-founders. Okay, got it. And what is your role? Are you business development, marketing, and sales, or how do you split roles?
I'm the CEO. And I also double up as the VP sales.
So you're doing all the selling. So what's your plan? How do you go get 60 more schools?
Well, we've been trying a couple of sales channels, and right now we do online ads. But we recently discovered something that worked. We noticed that the school owners are aggregated on WhatsApp platforms. And so we began to run ads. We convinced them to begin to accept our ads directly on their platform. And so nationwide, we've been putting ads on their WhatsApp platform, putting our ads directly in their face. And it's been giving us a massive ton of leads. And
can you name some of the WhatsApp groups that are the big groups that K12 schools hang out in?
Okay, so there is they have an association called NAPS, National Association of Private School Proprietors of Nigeria. And so they have another one called APSON. So our focus market. APSON, yeah.
Can you spell it?
The first one is APSON.
APSON. It's a WhatsApp group in Nigeria that schools hang out in.
Yeah. They created that group. So it's like a body, a governing body. So there are two. One is NAPS, National Association, NAPPS. And so they created a WhatsApp group. And so we approached them. We said, okay, since you guys are here, I mean, in Nigeria alone, we have over, in the FCT, we have over 2,000 of them, in different WhatsApp subgroups. And so we're targeting them. In Nigeria alone, we have a total of 7,000 private schools, just excluding the government-owned schools.
Understood. That sounds like an exciting growth plan. So you're looking at raising, you've got 60 schools today. You mentioned churn is really high. If the students are liking the platform, why are the schools churning?
Okay, so we discovered something that we are changing our model to help us. And so the students like it, the parents like it, but because we were depending on the school owners to pay us, right? So it's B2B. Then since the school owner has the pupil, the students, and so the school owner collects, it includes our bid on the fee. So we discovered that depending on the passion on the educator in question, even though this is solving a problem for them, sometimes they collect less money, and there's that temptation to go back. And so what we've done is we've evolved our app in such a way that it gives the parents updates from time to time. So using what we call communication book. So the parents because of that, we notice that has started declining. The churn rate has started declining, and so that was the issue where the school owner has carried expenses and suddenly he realized that this hasn't been factored out, and suddenly, so we're changing that.
Understood. We're certainly rooting for you. We hope it goes well. In the meantime, now let's wrap up with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite book?
Ooh, my favorite book. Advanced Identity Strategy by Brian Tracy. So I think that book has had the most impact on my life.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
In Nigeria, I wouldn't say that I have one right now. I'm just studying my competitors and digging them.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building EduMess?
Well, HubSpot.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
5.
And what's your situation, Chike? Married, single, kids?
Married, 2 kids.
2 kids. And how old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Last question. Something you wish you knew when you were 20.
I wish I knew how to build a fundable startup on time.
Guys, there you have it. EduMess.com launched back in 2021. They're doing $2,500 per month in revenue right now by helping 60 schools educate their students on how to do software development. He's trained thousands of students and is now codifying that in his platform. Looking to raise $135,000 right now at a $2 million cap. We'll see if it happens. 10 people on the team. Chike, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan. Pleasure to be here.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers. They try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.